All right, from Manzano High School, from Pohaki Pueblo here for the title matches of today's JBT event. Two representatives of that high school bowling team here to play for the title, and someone's going to win their first JBT victory. Land Mathis has been close a number of times, 3 career top 2 finishes, looking to finally break through for that title, but he's got to go up against his buddy and teammate Landon Stewart, looking for his first win in his first top 4 appearance. Real exciting semifinal match. Land through the double he needed in the 10th frame to advance and eliminate Nina Civiello in this survivor format. The low game on each pair is out until this is all we got left. The low game on this pair will be out, which will yield a champion. You will generally know if Land's shot is good by watching Land. You don't need to watch the bowling ball. He's one of the more expressive kids on tour, and nothing wrong with that. Although Landon makes some noise himself, I've seen a couple times today. Spare double, the handicap difference is, I forget, it's 20, right? Yes, it's 20 for Land. Got to win by 20 to tie, 21 to win. And Landon has been on fire the last 2 games, 248 and 258 scratch. That's a good way to survive. As he can stay clean through 3 frames if he converts that 4th in. Giant supreme thanks to Ed Romero and his crew for having us. He just opens up his bowling center and lets us do what we want, and then he closes his bowling center apparently. Here, about 20 minutes north of Santa Fe, landing a 2-hander like so many of the kids are these days. Has no problem hooking it into the 4. Always a different dynamic when friends or siblings play each other. You don't want to show the other person up, but you want to maintain all that, positive energy and momentum that you've had all day to get here too. It's a Venus-Serena dynamic. Which one of them would be Serena? I have an answer to that. Yes, absolutely. No question to that. And I don't know Landon as well yet. I know Mrs. Landon.
Definitely Landon.
We go back just a month or 2. We won't talk about that. Stand left, throw right. When you got as much hook as he has, he's trying to keep it in the oil as long as possible, and he did so. It holds dead flush, and he's Dutch through 4. Hold on, Big Ben. Closer to a house ratio pattern, much more forgiving than yesterday's pattern, that's for sure. When Pav talked about this in the scratch video, when the house patterns deteriorate, it's harder to know where to go. You end up with sort of a cliff reaction where there's too much oil very deep inside, and then anything you miss right, the ball hooks at your toes. So Landon with that 200 power moving way left. Land, if you've never watched him bowl, uses lefty spin. It's a 2-handed backup ball. And there are just all kinds of different ways to bowl these days. If a bowling coach from 1970 was somehow in a coma and Rip Van Winkled up 45 years later, he would have another coma and go back in it. If you saw the way kids bowled these days, it's comfortably 40% of them bowl 2-handed, maybe more. That might be an underestimate. And then you have all these completely unique deliveries like Alyssa and Land and a couple more just in New Mexico alone. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you can repeat what you do. Mathis quite clearly can as he opens spare triple. Here is determined to finally get over the hump and win. He's had some heartbreaking second places too, not just ordinary second places, which are heartbreaking by their nature. Tour rolls on to Phoenix next week, then San Diego, and a rare mid-season week off. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Close. Oh, yeah. There, well, so much for the understated reaction. That's why he's Serena, kids. You know what? Landon will good-naturedly throw it right back at him if you can double up right here, I predict. When most of you guys have seen, or at least seen, if not bowled in high school and college bowling, it is noisy when they bowl their meets, and then it's all positive energy and momentum, and that can really fuel a bowler to greater things. So if it's a positive nature, you make all the noise you want. as he continues to bop away to whatever's in his ears. We do allow that too. In fact, we're the opposite. We're gonna, one of these days, we're gonna require that everybody wear an earbud, and inside it's all gonna say, relax, it's okay, your family loves you, make your dang spares. Oh, it'll just be like a spa, like a sauna soundtrack. That's right, waterfalls, all that stuff. I haven't seen him shoot too many cross lanes. I guess he switches to a ball that hooks less. No, he does the Gumby wrist. See now, is that right? So he did it correctly before, now you've oh man. See, I have a theory that evolution works faster than we are led to believe right now, because again, 50 years ago, human wrists didn't do that. And now all these dang kids are going whoop, and they're going whoop, and I don't know. There are no wrist bones in these kids these days. I don't know if they're going to be able to write their own name when they're, 37, but we'll cross that when we come to it. And the many different ways to do it. Pretty shot. He's got lane 1 down pat. He just needs to figure out 2 to stay in this match as Land seems to have it nailed. We almost had a Cade versus Caden title match yesterday, so which is an announcer's nightmare. Now we got a Land versus a Landun. Is Land just a Land, or is he actually a Landun?
He's a Land.
He's a Land?
Yeah.
I noticed you turned the camera off before announcing that. It was an interesting little move you made right there. Looking for a 5-bagger. Oh, he's got it all going for him. In the 4th frame, he caves up the light hit. In this one, mere mortals leave a 6-8, but not for Mathis today, as the 6 and 8 both fall down. Give him 5 in a row and a big lead early. Big, but not that big. He's got to continue to pour it on if he can, as Landon's sitting on that strike, plus 20 pins of handicap. So far from over as both Manzanins bowling great. New Mexico's got a wonderful high school bowling program with a lot of their top representatives coming out here and having success on our tour as well. I hate when it gets quiet. I'd rather it just be noisy all the time, because then when someone does make noise, it seems like a siren. Land doesn't care. He is in dead zone universe right now, and that is Land Mathis 101. He knows he needs a big game because he's just watched Landon go 250, 240. And with Landon's pins, those were 279 and 285, and Land only gets 11 pins, so he knows he needs every single one of them. And I do want to remind, this is the handicap division title match. Will Davis just won the scratch title 180 to 150 over there, so these two putting on a show. Land's going to have a handicap issue actually coming up pretty soon. Oh boy, and Stewart just not able to figure out lane 2 right now. That's the difference in the match. It's a little bit light and leaves a tricky cluster here. Tough spare. 2-5 itself is hard. You add in that 8 pin and you just get all kinds of ways to screw it up. Let's see if he can find one of the ways to make it. So Land is only in the handicap division at this point because of his points. He got off to a hot start, so he's trapped is not the right word, but he wants to stay in a handicap until as long as he possibly can, at least to the end of the season. He's got things like Bowler of the Year on his mind. That's got a hook. Yeah, you got to be protective of that 8 pin, and as a result, he slides by the 2, and now he's in trouble. He can strike out for 218 plus the 20, his 238. Because I've got to find out what's in Land's soundtrack now. I will. I don't want to. I'm not asking him a thing right now. He is in the zone. And I'm not going to mess up with that. So Stewart pretty much needs sheet and pray here, which he's capable of doing. He likes this lane. He gets to finish on it. And he remains perfect on it. If this was a one-lane game, Landon would be perfect, as he hasn't missed on one and he hasn't hit on two. Meanwhile, Mathis working on a six-pack. Can just about salt this away if he can make it one more. Good bowling. U17 went to Harper Schmidt, his 5th of the year already, having a fine season, while Mia Medina won her very first girls scratch title with a win today coming out of handicap. After her brother just refused to believe that he was still alive. Kept making cuts. A little wider, right back, but not quite back.
Good run.
A little far out. Well, a little bit of work to do here. Tough spare as well. Oh, he's not he's taking his time so well on the strikes, but doesn't take any time at all on this spare. I hate that. Let's see if he makes it anyway. Yep. In addition to everything else, he's been disproving everything I preach all day long. We start every tournament with make your spares. He missed 3 of them and won by a pin last game. Now he rushes the heck out of that spare and makes it perfectly. Throws the ball funny, listens to crazy music, and he's about to win a title. He's got it all going his way. Just fill these frames, and there's nothing Stewart can do about it. Yeah, he's got the great carry going for him. Even the high hits break up just the 6-pin. So if they go to the same high school, there should be some side bet on the line here, like carry the books or an extra dessert in the cafeteria, something. Not over yet. He can strike out for 218, which would be 238. If he can find a way to get there, that forces Mathis to mark in the 10th frame. First things first, can he find the look on lane 2? Here we go. It's close. Ah.
You're all right. It's okay.
Landon and his fan club are going to take a picture, then get a giant chainsaw and carve lane 2 out of this bowling alley and throw it onto the highway. They just couldn't get the look on it. But this is a great learning experience for him. By far his high finish with us.
He's only a freshman.
Just a freshman in high school. If you're going to lose to your buddy.
And he's a senior, so it's...
No, we'll get rid of his buddy at the end of the year. There he goes. That's what you're trying to tell me. Landon's a freshman?
Yeah.
Well, he's like 6'3", 105, so I can kind of see how that would be the case. Yeah. Eat a cheeseburger in celebration, Landon. My goodness. Make it a double.
If you ask him, I never feed him, so he eats so much.
I bet he strikes. Oh, man. At least that wasn't a shot he had to have at that point. It's just all cosmetic now. So we're going to take a picture. I fly at 7:30. We're about an hour and a half from the Sunport. Rental car is not super fast. Oh, we're good. We're good. I might have a beer. Not in the rental car, in the airport, you see. The Land Mathis patented backup ball 10-pin conversion. He learned well. Finish with the strike. I'll give you a sticker. He doesn't care. He's a competitor.
Good match, both of you.
Sorry, what?
I won no matter what.
What do you think? I think your smile already told the story. There you go. You got it, bud. You earned it. Yeah, I should have said, no, you need double 9. Oh, I should have faked him out. Mm-hmm. Oh, you might have popped a blood vessel if he gets the thing. All right, get him a sticker! There's what we expected. Keeping it in the Manzano family and finally putting the biggest plaque we have up on the Mathis wall of joy. better get the sticker. I'll get it ready in a second. Finishing in style, so he's going to be at least in the 240 scratch. He'll worry about how much pins he gets next time. Right now, it's pure celebration. He's already pretty high up in the points. He'll move higher in the points. The top 5 in points become the Mountain Conference All-Star team and will be on stage at the TPC dinner, should they get that far. Top 20 get into TPC. Still plenty of time for any bowler to make that happen. So if you're new and watching this, come on out. We still have Lubbock, Texas, Albuquerque, and Pueblo, Colorado left on the mountain schedule. All of which are so convenient from Seattle. I'll give you a sticker if you strike. 55.
Everyone wants a sticker.
I'll take away Landon's sticker if you don't. Ooh. Brutal. I would never do that. Let the record show. For 255 and a away.
Oh!
Perfect time for him to finally not carry.
Good job.
There is a relieved, long-awaited title for a happy Land Mathis. Great stuff all around. We will do it in Phoenix in about 6 days. All right, bowlers and parents, wraps up just a great weekend of action. Thanks once again to Ed Romero and his team for hosting us all weekend. He literally opens the doors, let us do what he wants, then he closes the doors. That's how it goes. They kept it all in the Manzano family there, so winners for that high school bowling program all around. Your runner-up, it's his career JBT high finish by far. Give a nice hand, Landon Stewart. Landon is going to get some lighter fluid and burn lane 2 to the ground. That's what got him.
Pondering it.
And our champion has had some close, painful calls, I think he would agree, in his JBT career, and all of that is erased as he comes through for his first career JBT title. That guy, Landon Mathis. Thanks for sticking around. Be sure to check out the website, YouTube, and Facebook. Safe travels wherever you're headed. We'll see you, some of you in Phoenix next week. Many of you in Lubbock in about a month. Right now, the giant circle will beam us up and carry us to our next destination. Till we meet again. If I can get someone with some CGI to put a green, beam. There we go. Thank you.
I wish it was that easy.